stuff you can do on this app to make money. How to create a post, why you would use an exclusive post, and if you're just joining us now, we do this every single weeknight before trivia to help you make money on this app, because you can actually make money here just by posting. You don't have to wait for trivia, which is starting in 15 minutes. We're giving away $500 in tonight's trivia game, so definitely stick in this stream if you want to play. All you got to do is answer 10 questions correctly. And speaking of which, last night we had a little bit of an error, so let's talk about this. So anybody who was here last night that answered question 9 and might have tapped Washington, D.C., you were actually right. You were right. We had a little bit of a mistake. So what we're doing with that question is eliminating it. If you answered it correctly, if you answered it incorrectly, it does not matter. We're eliminating it. So if you answered all of the other 9 questions correctly, you're actually going to be a winner of last night's game. So let me know right now, were you here last night? Were you in the game? Now are you a winner? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, we put Los Angeles. Sorry about that, folks. You know what? We're human. That goes back to what we were talking about earlier with Jenny Girl. The live stream thing, I think the more human that you are, the more that you embrace the imperfections, the better. Not so great in a trivia game, but we own up to it. So tonight, we got a brand new game for all of you, $500. Again, that's coming up in about 10 minutes. Ralph V97, that's a great question. What about those who didn't tap the last question because you showed question 9 wrong? Well, we do explain the rules every single night, and we do say that if you stay in the game and play along for fun, you can win. You can keep playing. So I don't know why you wouldn't have stayed or tapped the answer to the last question, because you can definitely keep playing along every single time, and you never know if something like that happens. So even more of an incentive to stay and play till the end. I apologize if that was the case for you, but it's a hard lesson to learn. You're gonna have to stick around and hang out with us a little bit longer now, just in case. Okay, let's talk about the answer to question 8. Tonight's game. We're gonna put this one in for you, see how you do, and then I'm gonna reveal the answer, all right? The rating system that recognizes top-tier chefs with 4 stars is named after what type of company? Automotive equipment, literary production, culinary supplies. All right, so first you gotta figure out the rating system that recognizes top-tier chefs with 4 stars. Do you know what that is? I know what it is. In New York City, it's the only kind of restaurant I eat at. I'm just kidding. I eat at the taco stand when I leave this place. Do you know? It looks like a lot of you know the answer to this one. Bravo. Yes, all right. So yes, so you got this kind of a two-parter. You gotta know what the rating system is, and then you gotta know what type of company it's named after. Again, this is the answer to question 8 tonight. We're playing trivia for $500 in just a little bit. And if you're just tuning in and you know that last night's game, we are omitting question 9 because it was incorrect. So if you got all the other ones right, you win a piece of that prize. Okay. The correct answer to this one is automotive equipment. You are correct. Michelin, Michelin stars, Michelin tires, same Michelin. Crazy how that branding works, right? Good job, everyone. Excellent job. Okay, so trivia is starting in about 10 minutes from now. $500 is up for grabs, and we'll be right back with some of your content. Happy Tuesday, everybody, and happy November 16th. That's right. It is a very sweet 16 today. My super sweet 16, and you all are invited to celebrate. I've got 10 brand spanking new trivia questions to test your knowledge like none of you have ever seen before. Oh, and also, like, Flo Rida is performing while riding on the back of a tiger on top of the giant ice sculpture that I begged my parents to build so that this would be the best super sweet 16 ever. No big deal. Love you, Mom and Dad, for now. But like, what's in store today? Don't worry, I won't act like a total spoiled brat. The only thing that I want for this super sweet November 16 is 1, cake, duh, like lots of cake, please. And 2, for you to make sure you've got completed profiles on which you are regularly posting in order to collect your trivia winnings. That's it, that's all I want. Oh, but also like the cake. Oh, and maybe a Jaguar, the car, not the animal. Anyway, Why wait any longer? Let's get you $500. It's time for display trivia. Which letter completes the following English language phrase? There's no I in team, there's no T in team, there's no V in team. Which letter completes the following English language phrase? There's no I in team, there's no T in team, there's no V in team. There's no what in team? What's that rule again? I before E except after C? No, that's not it. Look, I'll be the first to say that I am not the best speller in the world, but what I do know is this. There's definitely a you in future, too, actually. Yeah, so that's pretty rad. You are the creator of your own destiny. Oh, and also you can't spell money without me. M-E. Oh yeah, that's right. Sarah Pribis is in that future, too. There's no I in team, but there is one in win, which I see for all of you just on the horizon. Question 2. What is the official currency used in the UK? The euro, the pound, the dollar. What is the official currency used in the UK? The euro, the pound, the dollar. The UK, the United Kingdom. They used to say the sun never set on the British Empire, and that was true, because the Brits were posted up all over the world being all nosy and whatnot. They said it was for tea, but we all know what that really means. Girl, they wanted the gossip, the hottest of the teas. Queen Victoria, babe, spill. Oh wait, no, don't spill. That was silk charmeuse. Can we get a hanky up in this palace? I hope the answer to this question is worth the wait. Or should I say, the wait? It's just a pound, but you know, they add up. Question 3. Which of the following actors has not voiced a character in a major motion picture for Pixar? Tom Hanks, Amy Poehler, Kristen Bell. Which of the following actors has not voiced a character in a major motion picture for Pixar? Tom Hanks, Amy Poehler, Kristen Bell. Let me tell you people, voicing a character for any cartoon would be great. I mean, you get to show up in your pajamas to work every day. Bad hair days and surprise hits don't scare me. Nobody has to see what I look like. Of course, when you look good, you feel good. So maybe just a cool sweater and some classic jeans. But what I'm saying is you don't have to get all done up. It's not the Met Gala. It's basically just a quick trip to Target. By the way, that is the dress code for any event that I ever host. Dollar section chic. Tom Hanks was right on target with his hooved companion Bullseye in Toy Story. And Amy Poehler took us for a ride in Inside Out, but Kristen Bell has yet to voice a Pixar character. I mean, she's doing pretty okay with that little movie called Frozen, though. Question 4. The Italian dessert that features coffee as a main ingredient is called cannoli, tiramisu, panna cotta. The Italian dessert that features coffee as a main ingredient is called cannoli, tiramisu, panna cotta. You know when they ask you if you want espresso with dessert? Well, bada bing, bada boom, this is 2 for the price of 1, you dig? We would like coffee and dessert, and we want it all in the same bite. Coffee does pair well with sweets, and I think that's probably because, I mean, well, let's be honest, coffee tastes a lot like dirty bean water. In fact, it is dirty bean water, so anything to literally sweeten the pot on that would be nice. But caffeine addicts and sweet tooths alike rejoice at the sight of a fresh slice of tiramisu for the table. With its coffee content, it's going to give you just that jolt you need to get up from the table after all the pasta and pizza. Question 5. The MLB stadium that hosts the Cubs shares its name with the company that produces what product? Budweiser, Juicy Fruit, the Big Mac. The MLB stadium that hosts the Cubs shares its name with a company that produces what product? Budweiser, Juicy Fruit, the Big Mac. So Chicago's team is the Cubs, but they don't actually ever specify what type of Cubs. Like lions are Cubs, giant pandas, those are Cubs. Foxes have cubs, hyenas have cubs, seals have cubs, otters, cubs. Even kittens, as it turns out, are actually cubs. So really, Chicago Cubs, we're gonna need you to be a little more specific. Like, what are we? Is it time to put a label on it? Okay, well, you go play your baseball and avoid thinking about it. The stadium where these generic Cubs play is Wrigley Field in Chicago. Wrigley is the gum manufacturer that makes Juicy Fruit. Chew on that. Question 6. A cat's vibrissae serve what anatomical purpose? Scent, sensing surroundings, digestion. Cats' vibrissae serve what anatomical purpose? Scent, sensing surroundings, digestion. Cats. Although they've really risen to power through the internet, I can't help but notice they are some of the most mystical, mysterious creatures to ever exist on the planet. Ah, the wonder of an animal that can lick her own crotch clean, then hide ever so secretively inside your sock drawer. How'd they get there? There is no possible physical explanation. The cat just cats. It's all it knows. Until then, of course, it's chasing that really dangerous shadow across her wall. Oh, thank God you were here, Mr. Sprinkles. That curtain had it out for me. Cats have some weird ideas about the world, and they get a lot of important sensory information through their vibrissae, which are all over their bodies, but most notably appear on their furry snouts as whiskers. Question 7. Which of the following cities is not in a country where locals eat a dozen grapes at midnight on the New Year? Madrid, Kosovo, Manila. Which of the following cities is not in a country where locals eat a dozen grapes at midnight on the New Year? Madrid, Kosovo, Manila. Okay, I've heard a lot of interesting customs and traditions, but I would love to know the origin behind this one. Mostly because, like, when I eat grapes, oh, I lose track almost instantly. I think I black out and eat about 50, or like however many come on a vine, because one second that plastic fruit purse comes in is full, and then the next, well, all you've got are a few withered grapes just like lying listless in the bottom of the bag. Also, how do you guys feel about the ones that have fallen off of the stem already? I don't know, like something about them doesn't sit right with me. But the countries where residents have the self-control to limit themselves to 12 grapes at midnight are most Spanish-speaking and the Philippines. Not typically outside Latin America, though. But it's good luck, you say? Because I'm in. Get me a grape bag. Question 8. The rating system that recognizes top-tier chefs with 4 stars is named after what type of company? Automotive equipment, literary production, culinary supplies. The rating system that recognizes top-tier chefs with 4 stars is named after what type of company? Automotive equipment, literary production, culinary supplies. This company started this recognition system as a way to promote their product, and now, funnily enough, it is one of the most important culinary distinctions in the world, which really goes to show you brand recognition can come from anywhere. And who doesn't love food? Struggling businesses everywhere, a word to the wise, put your brand on good food. Money makes the world go round? A juicy hamburger is where it's at. This award is the Michelin star, and yes, that same Michelin, the one with the huge pillowy looking mascot who sells tires. Let's keep it rolling along into question 9. The organization known for its Save the Whales campaign is currently headquartered in which city? Vancouver, San Francisco, Amsterdam. The organization known for its Save the Whales campaign is currently headquartered in which city? Vancouver, San Francisco, Amsterdam. Yes, I mean save the whales, because if you get 10, you can trade them in for a free sample. The only problem with promotions like that, like when you save your empty containers and bring them back in, I always forget where I was keeping my empties. Why do I have to get enough together to bring them back in? Like, can't I just hand them to you as I'm finishing? Like the way you used to hand snack wrappers to your mom as a kid? You'll learn sooner or later to put those in the trash yourself. And hey, like as long as you're making sure they get to the can and don't land in the ocean with the whales. This campaign was run by Greenpeace, and although it was established in Vancouver, its current headquarters are in the Netherlands. Folks, it's time for the final question. Q10. Which of the following types of pasta is incorrectly matched to its root word meaning? Lasagna, chamber pot, farfalle, bow tie, linguine, little tongues. Which of the following types of pasta is incorrectly matched to its root word meaning? Lasagna, chamber pot, farfalle, bow tie, linguine, little tongues. Is this question making anybody want to eat their words? When words come out sounding like truffle butter and chili lime salt, I mean, yeah, I want to eat my words, thank you. And food names do give you a clue as to like the deliciousness of said food. Cream puffs? Okay, I don't even just see them to know they're great. But head cheese? I don't need any other information to know I am not ever going to eat that. Which brings me to my next point. Lasagna? That comes from the Latin for chamber pot. Try to forget that for your next Italian dinner. Linguine? That's finger licking good because it does come from the Latin for little tongues. But for fall, we call them bow tie, but it means butterfly. And look at you all emerging from your cocoons tonight. Beautiful butterflies all. Go spread your wings and fly. You came, you slayed, you displayed, and make sure your profile is complete so you can get paid. I'll see you tomorrow for our pre-show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Oh, all this talk of pasta though, I don't know. I think I'll go ahead and start carb loading for tomorrow's game. Stat! Good night, everyone.